Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chine. Honey, Tawanda Braxton has gotten on my last nerves with these headbands, this head, her wishy-washiness with Tamar. I want her at the wedding, I don't want her at the wedding. You know what I'm saying? And just everything that has happened. But child, let's look at this. Something has been brought to my attention. Now this is from Facebook. We're gonna take it with the what? Grain of salt. But there are some factual things in here, right? This up here at the top right, Tawanda Braxton facing $76,000 fraud charge by former landlord. I do remember that. Now, as quick as it came, it left that quick also. This is Tawanda. This is a mugshot. So this one right here, it talks about her stealing from her mother and her sister and bad mouthing her sisters. We do know the bad mouthing part is factual. Now, I don't know nothing about her stealing from her mama, but the article does say, hold on. Tawanda has been accused, allegedly, stealing from her mother and her sister, Toni Braxton, bad mouthing the rest of her sisters by a disgruntled employee. So maybe she didn't steal anything. I don't know. But the bad mouthing, we see that on TV all the time. It all started after Toni Braxton's former assistant Zoe blasted Tawanda on his podcast for owing him money for work he did on her skincare. Do y'all remember when it was during the Braxton family values shows? I think it was her and Trina supposed to have a skincare. Do y'all remember that? I remember that. Nothing ever came of it. As you can see, because I haven't heard anything else about it, but I remember that. Zoe claims Tawanda stole her mother's Social Security checks, stole money from her more famous sister Toni, and then trash talks the family. I believe about the trash talk, but I do remember that skincare situation. Now, I don't know about this girl taking money from her mama. I don't know about that. But I do know about this talking about her sister, and I do remember about this skincare situation. But I feel like Tawanda is just a problem. Let's keep going. Child Rashida was at this festival. Put a ring on and make it marry me. Honey, she was singing her song. But you know what? Rashida is called on to do these performances. These are her songs that have stood the test of time. She says she still make money from it. And we always go sing it in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? But she looked really good though. And she did have something to say about you haters or you Atlanta MFs or something she had to say. It really wasn't hidden like she thought it was, but she looked great. Y'all remember what I told y'all earlier this week that Brian McKnight was in talks of performing at this particular school's homecoming, right? And then they came out with a letter saying that they got to take what their constituents are thinking, in mind. Well, child, they took it all the way in mind and they canceled him all the way out. I don't think Brian McKnight even grasped what's really going on because he's Brian McKnight. You know what I'm saying? He said what he said. He sued his wife. Allegedly, he's getting this $8 million or whatever money from her. And I don't think he's in touch. And I don't know what happened to Brian McKnight. Now you back in one, cause the people are basically canceling you all around. I hate this happen. Okay, so the dentist had a conversation with Jamal Bryant. I remember that, and she was saying to him that when you're on Bravo, they don't want you to run for office or whatever. So this is why she's been demoted, right? And we're gonna go with that. I'm just going to go with that. I think it's some other stuff, but I'm just going to go with what she said. And then the people that ride with her, that's what they said. So, okay, let's keep going. Baby, do you use Neutrogena makeup removers? You need to stop. Because in Georgia, Mississippi? Georgia, Texas, South Carolina, and North Carolina, I think. Child, these are being recalled for bacteria. These little makeup removers contain bacteria. I don't use Neutrogena. So just go get you some of those towels. They have the butter towels. They have the clean skin towels. I left my clean skin at home, but while I'm on the road, I had gone to Ross and I found a box of clean skin towels. They weren't that brand, but yet still towels. And just get you some of that and get you some baby oil, no diddy, and just take your makeup off and wash your face with that. Leave this stuff alone, child. Leave it alone. Speaking of being left alone, baby, the T app is no longer. You know the T app, it was a phenomenon. It came in, it was a female only app where women were able to post men that they've talked to, had experiences with, so that other women could see if they've had the same man and had the same experiences. Well, baby, it is no longer in the app store. So the T app is out of here. Because I needed somebody to get on the T app. Somebody sent me a message and said that Cedric was on the T app. You know Cedric, Marie Cedric from Bell Collective. I forgot, Jesus. If y'all can still get into it, see if y'all can find it for me and send it to me. Let's keep going. Speaking of bacteria, honey. So the current administrator says that the Argentina beef might be diseased, but may still import it to the United States of America. Okay, so we gonna have to be pescatarians or vegetarians or a vegan. What are you talking about? You're gonna import it anyway, but you already know it may be diseased. Is that not crazy? So y'all be careful with this meat and stuff. Just be careful with it, cause you can't wash hamburger meat. You wash everything else, but you can't wash hamburger. This is crazy. So hamburgers are out for me. Like, I guess they're out for me. I don't know exactly where this is in the world, but this is what's being said. So I'm assuming it's in every grocery store in the United States of America. So I'm just going to go with that assumption. Child, they got a few people out here. They got some names. This is crazy. I think they're calling it the NBA Mafia Affair. I think that's what they're calling it. This is insane. Chauncey, you know you weren't going to get out of this. You wouldn't. If you had made them people $50, they was like, you know what? If you can do 50, you can do 50 million. You just keep going. You were never going to get out of this. Ugh, let's keep going. Baby, Versus was last night. Cash Money and No Limit. It was everything. It was absolutely everything. I was in the bed twerking. You understand what I'm saying? But honey, it was everything. Manny Fresh, I love Manny Fresh. Manny Fresh is just the brains behind everything for me, because he makes everything sound good. Everything. It was just so good to see that. Child, Snoop got on the scene. Yeah, what we doing with Snoop? Are we still not fooling with him? Cause I'm on whatever you want. Just let me know what we doing with Snoop. Romeo was out there in attendance. Baby, the No Limit. Woo, honey. The No Limit song just was no limit. Like, this was the part when I got up out of bed. Like, y'all. Oh, that was so good to me. What in the world was he talking about? What was Birdman talking about? He was the worst part of the show and the most embarrassing part of the show. Who was that said stick to the script? Like, stick to the script. Get out your feelings. Talking about if he was here, get out your feelings. Oh, child. Girl, you look good. Won't you back that ass up? Oh, child. Now, this got me out the bed. On the side of the bed, baby, because I was here for it. It would be disrespectful not to get up to do the dance. Disrespectful. Juvie looked fantastic. Loved it. But this was the kicker. The kicker is Tamar said that her sister couldn't be there, so she was holding it down for her and her brother. TF.